Cheers.
All right.
Salud, episode 5. Let's go. We're here with my good buddy, Bryce Vance.
How you doing?
CEO, entrepreneur, author.
Yeah. Twice now. Published twice.
Twice now published author. And CEO of Funnel Driven. Excited to have you on, man. I want to hear your insight on what it takes to generate leads. And I also want to hear your perspective on the local area, because you've been here just as long as us, man.
A little bit less. I've been here 26 years.
I've been here 33. How long you been here? That's older than you.
I've been here my entire life. So
which is older than 26.
I'm 28. That's crazy.
Yeah. Been here we moved here. So I was born in Seattle.
Oh, you're a Seattle guy.
Mount Lake Terrace, technically.
Okay,
5 minutes up I-5, but I was born in Seattle.
Nice.
And
Seattle's a cool place, though, man.
Parents moved down trying to save their marriage. Which didn't work, clearly. But trying to do it in 2000, and we lived, you know the old bomb shelter in Boise?
Yeah. Yep.
Right at the top of Camel's Back past the bomb shelter, those apartment complexes. I lived in those. And we lived there for about a year.
Yeah.
And then my dad had the house built out in Caldwell, and I grew up in Canyon County. And
okay.
Now I'm in Ada County again, but...
So how did you two meet? This is like an interesting dynamic, because I had never met you before until we fumbled the first podcast we filmed. But tell us a little bit about how this relationship got started.
I met him through his wife, his now wife.
Yep.
Okay.
Dulce Beltran.
Okay.
She is my brother's wife's sister. So my brother is married to Claudia. Her sister is Dulce Beltran. Married this fine young gentleman right here.
Okay, I get it. Okay,
he first came around, I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
that lasted like 5
He felt the same way too. Just kidding.
No, it was actually pretty cool, because she was the first girl. I have this annual camp trip with like my big group of friends, and we go out to Bonneville, and we haven't been in a few years. One, we were sick, and then the other, we were out of the state. But it's been going on. It's now the 3rd generation that's taken it over. It was their grandparents, and then their mothers, and then our friend that's taken it over. And we go rent out Bonneville, and it's like right at kind of the heat of summer. And I had asked Dulce out originally, and she was the first girl that I took there when we had met each other. And
that's a big move for you.
So we get along, and she gets along with my friends, and she's like, you need to meet my friends. And we basically just commingled, and rather than like, you know how a lot of relationships, there's like friend groups, right? That's not a thing here. So like it just became one big degenerate family pretty quickly. And I use that word jokingly, obviously.
Okay.
But the
kinda
depends on the day. Depends on the day. I mean, all of us like handle our shit. We are all family.
Yeah, that's good.
And so like we all have big boy jobs and big girl jobs. But
yeah, that's good.
I mean, we still like going out to a show every now and then, or doing a festival or whatever. And so the first time I met him, Dulce invites me over to his place, and I kind of met everybody over at his previous house. Cobblestone house, yeah. And kind of kicked it off from there.
Yeah. I want to hear more about this Bonneville camping trip. Tell me, as local Idahoans know, we've got great freaking camping, and I think that's why a lot of folks want to come here from Oregon, California, Washington, wherever they're coming from. But part of the problem has become we're getting so many freaking people that it's hard to find camping spots anymore.
Yeah.
So without giving away your secret recipe of like where your spots are, tell me about that camping trip that you guys go to in the summer. Like where's it? It's in Bonneville, obviously. You guys go in a campground?
Yeah, so do you know where like Featherville is?
Yeah.
That area?
Yep.
And you've got the big hot spring, like hippie commune place that's right in between Featherville and Pine. So right down the road from that, there's a camp spot that we go to, but if you keep going past it, and you go like past Featherville, past Pine, and it's on the other side of the mountain, you can get to it from both directions if you're leaving Boise. There's
I'm gonna
Bonneville.
start drawing this on the map.
And Bonneville campground is just like a normal campground, just like Pine's campground, Featherville's campground, McCall's, Donnelly's, any of the campgrounds around here. But it's right on the river, and they let you book parties if you pay for the spots ahead of time.
How big parties?
So
How big are parties?
the most people I've seen there was probably 80 to 100.
Really?
Okay, well, dude, after this party, you gotta let me know.
So, like, every year that I've gone is typically about 6 to 12 camp spots that we reserve.
Okay.
And then we usually fill the place by, like, day 2. And we're there for typically about 4 days.
Dang, you have a big family or a lot of friends?
It's
Both.
friends and family, both. And so, like, it's the third generation. So, like, I didn't start this. I was just blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy that it's gone.
Like, it's friends and invite their people. And if they're, like, part of the family or part of the family of choice, as I call it, they can be invited. Or, like, family, if you're part of it, you can come. So, like, we've, like, uncles have been there. Moms and dads have been there. Like, our friends have been there. And it's just like camping with a big group of people for 3 to 4 days.
Damn.
And it's a ton of fun, but it's always weird weather-wise because, like, we'll look at it. It's like perfect weather. And then we get there and, like, one day snows and one day rains.
Typical
and one day
Idaho.
super sun.
For sure.
But I think that's kind of a nice little segue after hearing a little bit about your guys' background into what were you guys up to this week? So we'll start off with our guest. Sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, go ahead.
what were you up to this week? I know that you have a company called Funnel Driven Marketing. So what were you up to this week?
Yeah, so it's Funnel Driven or Driven ROI.
Driven ROI? Cool.
Either one.
Okay.
The official LLC is Funnel Driven LLC.
Okay.
But we've gone by a few names and we've kind of branded differently throughout the years, kind of because we don't just do funnels anymore, right? Like that's how we started, but it's not what we do anymore. And so I've been doing that, mostly sales calls and like operations stuff and audits and appointments. One thing I'm excited about that we just started 2 weeks ago is we started doing, because previously, like, we had to do a proposal for engagement after we did an audit before we built fucking anything.
Okay.
Like, we wouldn't build you a wireframe, we wouldn't do an audit, we wouldn't do anything until like that was scheduled and we went through this process.
Okay.
And that was mostly to protect our time, right? Well, because of some of the advancements in AI that we've been working with, and we've been playing with AI now for about 7 or 8 years.
Oh, you're early.
Earlier than most people.
That's cool.
I mean, AI, this technology that we're using as AI has been around for about 25.
Okay.
Just not publicly available. So, like, think video games. Like the original Xbox, the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
They used algorithmic language models to predict character movement.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That's how, like, PsyOps works, or like Metal Gear Solid, how enemies are able to change on demand. It was AI.
Makes sense.
So, but it's became much more popular and way cheaper. So because of that, we now have this cool opportunity, and I just started doing it like 2 weeks ago. And so now our new intro offer, rather than doing like an audit and making people spend time, is like we just build the shit out that we think you should have and send it to you. And if you want to buy it, book a call. So like now we're doing asset generators, we're doing brand kits, we're doing full brand guides, we're doing AI automation tools, we're doing full websites, and we're able to use like Replit and Lovable and OpenAI and Claude to develop these in a very short period of time after we've trained our agent, and then just send those out as like, hey, this is where you're at, this is what your audit is, this is what we think you should do, this is the best way to do it, let me know if you want to talk.
When you say we, who are you talking about? What is your team built at? Like, you're talking obviously you, because you're the head of the franchise. But when you talk about we, are you outsourcing out to India, or are you talking about your neighbor down the street? When you say we, who are you talking about?
So we've gone through like 4 cycles of changes through staffing. At one point when I was working like 16, 18-hour days and traveling, we had 115 dedicated contractors that worked for us. I've trimmed that way back. Primarily because I shut Funnel Driven down at one point because I was like, I don't fucking like this anymore. Like, I'm good at it, but I don't like it. I don't want to work 18 hours a day. I don't want to travel every fucking week. And so I rebuilt it, restructured it, and now it's me as the owner, operator, founder.
Okay.
And then I have basically a like core group of like 6 people.
Okay.
And
That's not bad.
3 of those people are in the Middle East, split between Nigeria, Pakistan, and I want to say Tasmania. Mm-hmm. And then 2 of them, one of them just fucking travels. His name's Adil. And he's one of the best copywriters I've ever met. He's not legally part of my team, but I contract copy to him, and we've become really good friends throughout this process. Right now, I think he's in Norway.
Just traveling the world. I like it.
He spent like 6 months in Asia, and before that he was in Africa, and before that, like, he started in London, and so he just travels. And then I've got one team member here, US side, that kind of just comes in part-time.
Now, are they officially on your payroll, or are they all independent contractors?
So we only hire in 2 ways. So we hire exclusive contractors on 1099s through what are called proposals of engagement, which is very similar to how you guys operate underneath a broker.
Yep.
And then
The way you operate, the way I operate is still a W-2 employee. You operate as a 1099 independent contractor underneath an umbrella company.
So very similar to how you're engaged. In the insurance and financial world, maybe in real estate, I'm not sure, it's called captive or semi-captive, if like you can also represent other brokerages. That's our primary way.
Yes.
Our secondary way, and this is kind of how we hire and train, and it's been a shit show, for full disclosure, for like 10 years, because it's a learning process. Because we don't hire W-2s. And we don't hire W-2s because originally when we started, we hired W-2s. And you get one of 2 people typically in my industry of W-2s. You get somebody who's way over fucking qualified. And at the time that I was hiring, W-2s couldn't afford them.
Yeah, they want $100,000 a year.
Minimum.
Yep.
Or you find people that have the skill sets that you need, but they have basically no like self-motivation, work drive.
They're just not great employees.
They're just not. Yeah,
Not that they're great employees, but they just don't want to be entrepreneurs. They don't want to own the business.
But they also don't want to do the work the way an employee should. So like they're in this weird transitional phase where they're like, I don't want to be a W-2, but I don't want to run my own stuff.
And that also could be tied to the pay, you know, what's in it for them. So there's so many factors, you know what I mean?
So what we started doing is trial by fire. So if we have a new client come in and it's too much workload for my core team, right? Which we try to avoid. We try to kind of throttle things to where we schedule out work if we can't take it on right away. But every now and then something happens, right? Rather than declining to assist, we let them know, we're like, our core team's full. We'll still take on the work if you want us to do it now rather than in a week. But what we're going to do, and we'll take responsibility for this, at the end of the day it still goes through QA from me and our core team, we're going to sub it. And when we sub it to 2 different freelancers at the same time, and they have to compete for quality within the first 7 days.
Dang.
If they can meet our quality standards in the first 7 days, they get assigned the contract. Right. And then we become effectively a GC for that work. But that's only on dev. On like the media buying, SEO, that type of stuff. I oversee that directly. And I've got like a trusted media buyer that I've been working with for like 6 years. So.
And you mentioned a lot of great things about how you run your business as an entrepreneur. But I wanted to put Patrick on the spot for a moment because you mentioned AI and your utilization of it. As a mortgage lender, are you utilizing AI in your current business?
I mean, I certainly do. I think
how?
I think there's I certainly do, but I'm definitely on the precipice only. Like I use ChatGPT for everything. Every email I write it into ChatGPT. I write what I want to write into ChatGPT. We have what's called Mortgage Coach. And Mortgage Coach is a fantastic tool that you can like put side-by-side scenarios. I can record a video that goes embedded into the email that goes out, and I can show somebody what it looks like on a 15-year mortgage versus a 30-year mortgage versus an FHA versus a conventional whatever.
Prospectuses.
Exactly. But oftentimes, if they don't need that in-depth of detail, I'll just put it into ChatGPT. Please help me write this email. New email to Kevin Ortiz. They're looking at 123 cobblestone, priced at $369 with a $10,000 seller credit. They want to know the difference between a 10,000 credit, a 15,000 credit, and a 20,000 credit. What kind of monthly payment can they get? These are the numbers. Please help me write this email to them. Sure. And it will organize all my thoughts. I have to input all the information. So ChatGPT is only as good as the information you feed it.
Sure.
If you feed it bullshit, it's going to feed you back bullshit. You have to be super dialed in with what you want it to say to you, and it dials it in. But beyond that, we're using Opus AI for this. We use Opus AI to clip up this. So we're using AI for any social media platforms like this, using ChatGPT in my everyday platforms. But I think on the backside of things is where the real movement's happening. Our processes, our underwriters, they're getting replaced by, and then I don't want to say replaced. We've got some great teammates on our team, but we've started to dive into a little bit of like partner underwriting, where we have an AI underwriter will underwrite a file for us, and it's good and bad. It's good because it's freaking quick, really quick. But when we see those conditions list, oftentimes they're as long as my arm because they condition everything on there because they don't quite know the specifics of the scenario.
They haven't been trained.
Exactly.
That's
so little by little, though, it's getting better and better. I do think AI is going to take over a lot of the back end process of what we do. What it's not going to take away, the experience of buying a house is very emotional for folks.
It should be.
It's a big purchase. It's most oftentimes the biggest purchase that most people will make in their lives. They either buy one house or two houses their entire lives. Correct. So it's a very much emotional time for them. And AI can't handle emotion. I can handle emotion. I can walk you off the ledge.
I can yell at you, call you.
No, but people want to know that they're supported. They want to know. They want to know the human interaction of it. Can AI replace my conditional underwriting? Absolutely. They can't replace the upfront right? conversation where we're helping them through the process. Tell me your thoughts.
Well, a couple things. I'll start with just like a teaser, tips and tricks. So ChatGPT, one of the biggest issues, and this goes for Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT.
Tell us the secrets, man. What should we be using?
Any of them work. It kind of depends on what you're trying to do. The
flavor?
Right. And kind of the positioning you do. So, for instance, like Claude is very good at development style architectural based conditions. Gemini is very good at like conversational stuff. That's why you see like Gemini pop up on everything Google fucking owns.
Okay.
OpenAI is the most stable for the biggest use case.
Oh.
The problem with that and the benefit to it. So the benefit to it is their API is incredible.
Okay.
Their uptime is incredible. It's like 99.9 repeating. Like incredibly stable model. They were the first internationally super large LLM. They were kind of the reason NVIDIA's stock went through the fucking roof. Okay. The downside to it, and this isn't a problem with OpenAI, it's that it's not conditioned out of the box. You have to, one, either know how to speak its language, or you have to know how to do what we call prompt engineering, which is conditioning and giving guide rails to the agent you're talking to. The biggest mistake people make with OpenAI or any AI is they talk to it kind of like you and me are talking, or like you would talk to Google to ask it to help you do something. It doesn't understand that. It understands the language, but the way that large language models effectively work are, think of like a swimming pool, right? And it's full of little foam balls, okay? You write a message to it saying, hey, please write this email for me, and you give it what you need in the email. It's not reading every single letter and word of that. It's pattern recognition. And then it's taking that pattern recognition against whatever you've trained that GPT in to dive into that pool and find out the most likely scenario of output that you want. Which balls do you want that you're asking for? So if you go in and you don't do one of two things. One is engineer the shit out of it on the top end. Meaning like rather than saying, hey, I need to reply to Kevin with this email, this is the condition, these are the finance terms, this is the purchase price, you would give it basically a component of humanity. So like train your GPT once, you can make a custom GPT, and you engineer it to operate the same way that you would think if you were to write that email.
Yeah, when I create a new thread, sorry to interject, when I create a new thread, my first prompt is use this thread as if you were a professional mortgage loan officer. You're an expert in mortgage knowledge, and you're a top producing LO. Behave in this. And what I've done, because on ChatGPT in particular, the threads start to slow down as you get further and further down. So about once a month, I have to create a new thread that I have to start on.
So this is going to come into the secondary version of the advice that I was giving you. And this is because one big flaw with large language models, they will hallucinate and they will lie to you. And they'll make it convincing as a motherfucker.
There are convincing already.
So the process you're doing isn't prompt engineering, it's threat engineering or pre-planning the response of the agent, which works very well, but flip the way you think about that prompt. So give it the positives, which are you're a world-renowned mortgage officer, you have all the experience of these people, this is your training material, this is the company we represent, do exactly what you're still doing. And then in the second body paragraph of that, and this is advice to anybody watching this, give it negative restraints. So you cannot hallucinate or write out fictitious numbers. You cannot make assumptive statements or prospectuses. You cannot violate any TCPA, SEC, FTC, FCC regulations. You must respond if you are unsure of how to conduct yourself with questions that will clarify your thought process. And then give it a condition that says any variance from this, your response should not be completion. It should be ask detailed questions that get to the result we need and do not proceed without direct written consent. Because now what you've told it is, okay, this is who you are as a person. This is the general goal. And then this is what I have to follow. Because remember,
that's a good game.
It's going into basically a big pool, recognizing patterns. And now you've told it every pattern it cannot look for.
Yeah, we have to make sure to specifically say, like, follow FHA guidelines, follow conventional guidelines. We use between Synergy, we have what's called SynerGPT, literally a custom GPT that we've now uploaded all conventional FHA guidelines to, and we can use it. One, it's connected to my database, so I can go in there and say, find all refi opportunities that are FHA 6.5 and above, and it will pitch it out to me, and I can say, please help me write an email that will pitch a refi to these individual clients or whatever it might be. So then it pitches it that way. But what I love SynerGPT for in particular is that's the easiest place to check guidelines. If I want to know a specific scenario, hey, I've got this FHA borrower, they have 21 months of work history. I know the guidelines say 24 months. What is a formidable way to shore up my 24 months without waiting 3 extra months? And it will spit out, according to FHA guidelines, this is what can and cannot work. You can have military experience, you can have schooling experience, whatever it might be. And so I run all of my complicated scenarios through SynerGPT first. If SynerGPT gives me the answer I like, for the most part, I run with it. If it gives me an answer that I'm a little bit unsure of, I'll then take it and pass it to my scenarios desk. My scenarios desk is literally underwriters. So it's an email chain that we send to our underwriters. They're a group of underwriters, not the same one every single time, but we'll send it to them and then they will respond to us. But there's only so much manpower on that side, you know what I mean? So the best thing to do for us is check the guideline real quick with SynerGPT. See what it says, because it's checking against FHA, conventional, all agency guidelines. Once you kind of have an idea of what you're looking for, if you're still unsure, you can ask scenarios. If you're really unsure, you go dive into the rabbit hole yourself and you go find the FHA handbook and you go find where the guideline is and you actually have to read it.
One thing that'll help you with that, and I'm sure Synergy's done it for you effectively, but one thing that'll help you and you on your own, if you're ever looking for like compliance measures, guidelines, possibilities, if you find like the ebook or like the PDF version of that and you create your own GPT knowledge base, which is effectively a Google Drive, and you lock it to only that GPT being able to open it because you have to have CP&I requirements. But if you do that, it can pull from anything you feed it. So like you can feed it PDFs, documents, videos, audio files, and as long as you follow state and federal guidelines, you're not violating anything. And if it's your custom GPT, you don't have to worry about like breach of NDA. Because one of the things that Driven stepped into with SBA is mergers and acquisitions. And using AI without disclosures or using AI that's public domain AI can violate an NDA. So
that's like a can of worms right there that a lot of people don't know. So
tell me, besides social media, is there a way that you, as a real estate agent, are incorporating AI into your business?
So we're gonna tie this back to what he's saying, because he just brought up a really big point. You know, we should use GPT responsibly, because anything you feed it can be used against you. Like I've seen court cases go crazy.
it can.
So that's one point that I want to touch back on. But as far as an agent, similar to you, Patrick, I'm scratching the surface on what GPT can do for me. Trying to feed it information and it spits out what I want to hear, right? But I'm not doing what you're doing, the training, a little bit of the behind the scenes extra workflow that it takes to build out a GPT that's efficient.
Yeah.
Well, most people aren't, and GPTs are the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, and I know there's way more that you can get into.
For instance, N8N's become really popular.
Which, tell the viewers what that is, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, have you heard of Make.com or Zapier.com?
Zapier, yeah.
Those two I call like the duct tape of the internet.
Okay.
Because their whole job is System A does not like talking to System B, but they'll talk to the duct tape. And then the duct tape will talk to both of them. Okay. Right? So you can make systems communicate that don't want to communicate natively, like your CRM to Twilio, or like your CRM to social, or an automation tool to your drive space, or your compliance doctrine to your... It could be anything. Could be legal department, could be finance department. You can basically connect anything, right? And it's used internationally. I think Zapier's probably more popular than Make. Now, N8N is like the duct tape of the internet on steroids. So N8N got popular, and you can self-host it, you can cloud host it, but effectively what it is it's the Zapier of integrating APIs and autonomous tools and LLMs. So you still have the capability to connect stuff just like you would in Zapier or Make, very webhook based, drag and drop, click, login. But it also communicates with basically every system I've ever attempted to connect it to, and it gives you what used to be called a mind map builder. So like, think of like a pin board, and like you can, or a whiteboard, you can draw and drag and link just like this, anything to anywhere with any condition. So like in N8N, for example, right? Sam, I showed him because he complains about social media all the fucking time. And I'm like, all right, I can build you an AI that'll do 100% of your social media.
Yep.
If all you do once a month is record whatever the fuck you want and then send it to this Google Drive. If you do that...
Let's do that with this.
If you do that, it will clip your videos. It'll caption your videos. It'll stylize your videos. It'll do everything Opus does. It'll schedule, post, syndicate, recycle, repurpose, and reuse everywhere.
Really?
It'll also be able to customize content from that based on emails, text messages, voice notes. It can integrate with Slack, and it's automated, right? What I use these for primarily is building out what we call hierarchical AI. And that's become more and more popular with our professional services clients, more so than our home services clients.
Sure.
Because it departmentalizes what the AI is doing. So like, just like when we grew up, you had a finance manager, and then you had a supervisor, and then a floor manager, and then you had a sales manager, and then you had a supervisor and a floor sales representative, and you had SDRs underneath them, and then you had your brokerage admin, and then your office admin, and basically any professional service. You have departments within the company. You can do that with AI. So I can build an AI that is the social media manager for Pat, and underneath that AI, I can build a department manager for Meta and Instagram, for Google and YouTube, for TikTok and Instagram, for Snapchat and Twitter. And then below those agents, I can create a series of employees that are all AI that do very specific tasks. So like one only fucks with Facebook.
Patrick, why are you having you hit on my guy right here? Bro, let's take your social media to the next level.
Man, you know I don't like social media.
I'm literally hearing
I do this by force.
No, but listen, I hear a lot of gold coming out of this man's mouth, and I see you just. What the heck is going on, man?
The beauty with hierarchical AI is
crazy.
You can effectively hire a virtual corporate structure.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
There are issues with it, just like with people. You hire a bunch of fucking people to do the same job. You've got to train them. Right?
Definitely.
So the same thing takes place virtually.
Yeah.
But now, for instance, like we just built one for a team of lawyers down in Virginia about 3 months ago. And now he just pulls out his phone, hops on Telegram, talks to it while he's driving, and then it literally fucking does everything before he gets to the office. He doesn't have to basically do any of his file handling until he gets to the office, and then he only talks to people that have already been presented and spoke to their legal representative. They've already gone over the case assignment. They've already been sent over documentation and contracting, and then he'll meet with them. They take a long time to set up properly, but they're cool. So that's what I was saying. Most people, 99% of people that watch this, 99% of people in most business don't really need that level of layer.
Yeah, we're scratching the surface.
We are scratching the surface. Just based off this conversation, I'm like, I could be training as far as my model, making my GPT more efficient. Like,
what do you actually use it for? Do you use it for? You probably use it for coming up with ideas, coming up with different topics, different things like that. But writing your caption, maybe.
Yeah. So I use ChatGPT. I feed it big prompts like what you do, and I say, let's say you're the best content creator in the world. I want to write out a content plan for the next 60 days. Give me content ideas based off the 3 pillars that I try to cater to. So my 3 pillars are, I like to cater to young professionals because that's my age group, and a lot of people my age are starting to buy homes. I like to cater to the relocators who are moving from California, Washington, like Oregon transplants. Which a lot of people think I'm one. If you're seeing this video, I am not a transplant. I grew up here.
He's lying.
And then number 3 are my Spanish-speaking clients, which because I am bilingual, and
shout out the raza.
Shout out the raza. I have worked with plenty of those clients as well. So I'm like, all right, use these 3 pillars. This is my value proposition. Now give me content for like the next X amount of time. It feeds me the plan, but like that's just so surface level. I feel like you could probably teach me like, all right, as an agent, you could do this and this and this.
You could take your output you're getting now and like triple its quality in like 3,
I need better quality.
In like 3 simple changes. First, define conditions. So not you're the best copywriter or social media manager. Give a condition. You were trained by Jeremy Miner, Alex Hormozy, Grant Cardone.
This better be clipped.
These documents and trainings from 2016 to 2019 are your foundation. You're operating inside of Meta in 2026.
What?
Define conditions.
Okay.
Right? Best is vague and subjective.
That's
so what you
true.
think is best and it thinks is best could be
different.
wildly fucking different things.
That's so true.
So define conditions. Second, define your buyer persona and ideal client avatar.
Yes.
So you've given 3 conditions.
Is that too many?
No, you could have 50, but define them. So
define them more.
Yeah, so transplants. You like people that are moving to the state of Idaho.
Sure.
How old are they? Are they family? Are they single? Where are they coming from typically?
What is their income like?
What's their income?
What's their credit score?
What do they like? What interests them?
Yeah, dude.
Define them.
Take notes, dude.
Right?
This is for you too.
So if you know that you like dealing with young, aspiring family people.
Yep.
22 to 29. Maybe they're married, maybe they're not married, maybe they have a kid or they want a kid. It's their first home. Define them.
It's more specific.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't go overly specific. Like we don't need to know that they only like 3 grapes with a PB&J.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
Like,
that's
I only want to work with Jose's. Only if their first name is Jose. Give me a prompt.
Dude, how fair you would lie about that.
So define them. And then the third is the output that you want it to do. Give it instructions on how to get that output. So if your output is, I need 5 social media hook ideas for clips from a podcast. Give it, and then give it examples. Like, I like the style of, who's a YouTuber?
Mr. Beast.
The Mr. Beast last hooks, but make sure it's compliant to my industry. Give it.
You're using compliant,
conditions.
like a lot of keywords, dude.
I have to pass all my stuff through compliance. Like, I don't get to post anything typically without going through compliance. Now,
have to.
I take that back because I post anything without asking for permission. I'm a guy. I'm a ask for forgiveness versus permission.
Rather than permission. I'm the same way. Yeah.
But we're
Doesn't
technically
always
supposed to
work
run
out in my
everything,
favor.
run everything through compliance.
Yeah, I mean,
but
technically we're all supposed to be compliant, but dang, yeah, that's, I think for a lot of professionals who are hearing this, if you haven't tapped into AI, this is a great learning opportunity to hear from somebody who does this, breathes this every day, and then also to better utilize your current process.
Well, and quite honestly, to save time and money. So, like,
yes,
I founded Funnel Driven in 2017.
Yeah.
And from 2017 to basically 2021, 2022 probably, our core offer was sole retainers, 6 to 12 month contracts. $3,000 a month, plus ad spend, plus service, plus deliverables, plus development, right? It was not cheap because if we needed to do UGC, we needed 6 UGC content artists that were willing to pump out 3 to 18 videos a piece, do revisions. We had to do editing. We had to have camera equipment. We had to either do on-site shoots or hire a series of actors and actresses in a studio. Yeah. Now I can recreate that content with a 30-minute audio clip of you talking, 12 photos of you from your social media, and I can clone you virtually with like a 98% accuracy.
It's crazy because I've seen real estate AI companies start to pop up that do a lot of that, like get a listing presentation or listing video reel based off of pictures of you and what you just said, which is crazy.
Like, you see me post stuff all the time, right? Today, probably a third of that isn't me. It's an AI clone I made of myself on like a Tuesday. Not because I don't still like doing the videos, but like, quite honestly, I forget about them.
Sure.
And if I can make it and post it in 4 minutes with AI.
I see.
And you can make like a fuck ton of them at the same time. So like, you can train one agent, and the more you give it, the better it is, right? So like, it only requires 30 minutes audio to clone your voice. It only requires like 6 or 12 pictures or like 5 minutes of video to clone a person. But if you give it like 4 hours of video and photos, that thing's gonna be damn near perfect.
Can we start a series where you do this for Patrick and like, let's see how far let's do an A/B test or something.
Bryson was just getting after me today. Not Bryce, but Bryson was getting after me today. He's like, "When are you gonna freaking post?"
I just want to see.
What are you doing? I literally recorded a podcast with Diego like 3 weeks ago, or a month ago.
Yeah,
I've got like 15 clips in my inbox, and I've done nothing with them.
Well, I just want to see.
You can use.
I have Social Coach.
Yeah.
I have Social Coach that will allow me to completely schedule the whole thing out, and it will automatically put it on all platforms.
You can also,
I still don't do it.
You can tie an AI agent to Social Coach. So all you have to do is talk to your phone and be like, "Hey, send all of this content to Social Coach."
Yeah,
and then Social Coach will do it for you. You can literally automate that process.
I wanna see how he could change your social media life. I feel like you have so much good content that you could probably post, but you're not using it.
He probably has a fuck ton of content.
Exactly. So let's like bridge the gap a little bit more of this and this, like, get after it. And I would be curious to see, based off his advice and expertise, how you could maybe double X your account followers, or if it would help at all. Like, I'd be very curious to see that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really ever pay attention to metrics like that. I know I should.
You should.
Realistically, I know I need to look into a little bit more. You don't think I should? You don't think metrics matter?
No,
followers,
KPIs and metrics for sure matter, but vanity metrics don't.
Of course.
And here's an example I'll give you. Right, like, go on Instagram, find 2 profiles that are in your industry. Anybody watching this, you guys included. Find one that has 1 million to 5 million followers, right? And you'll notice a lot of them have a huge follower count, but they have like 1 fucking comment to post. Like 3 shares. Their engagement is ass. And you can use Social Blade to check this out. Right? And then you'll find somebody like what you guys are doing, hyper-localized, that has like 400 followers. Right? But they're getting 30 to 60 comments and engagements and shares and likes per post. Vanity metrics don't fucking matter. your follower count doesn't matter. Statistically speaking, and I don't remember if it was Columbia or Brown, but they did it was for cat market research, but they did a research into, I think it was 11 of the largest metro areas in the US. And they found that regardless of what your business is or your profession is, if you have 500 to 1,000 people that give a fuck about what you do and sell, you can make just as much money as an international brand. Because you only need 1,000 people that give a fuck to actually engage with you. You don't need 1 million people that don't give a fuck.
Dude, I love that point that you're making, because if you think about it, I saw this graphic on LinkedIn, and it's like your audience with 10 views, 100 views, 250 views, 500 views, and it put it into perspective how many people, let's say if they're all unique views, how many people you're actually communicating to. So what you said, if your message is resonating with the audience you're trying to reach, doesn't matter how many followers you have. I love what he just said. And then for all the agents, I'll look directly into the camera that don't think that social media is important. It is, but if you use it the right way. Am I correct by saying that?
I think it is important no matter what.
All technology, social media specifically, like Keller Williams said, it wasn't technology and social media that the agent should be afraid of. It's the agent that adopts it that they should be afraid of.
There you go. See, that's exactly what regurgitating that a little bit, but I love that.
Yep.
And it's not because social media is bad. Social media was just the new .com boom.
Right.
AI is the new social media boom. They're just tools.
Utilize them.
Yeah.
Utilize them. Learn from his expertise and really take what he's saying and run with it, because as he is talking, seriously, chat, I am taking notes in my brain. And I'm like, damn, I need to do that. Damn, I need to do that. Damn, I need to do that. And I hope that Patrick can relate to that too.
Yes, sir.
He's like, nah.
Patrick's finally doing some of it.
He's going to go a month without posting, and I'm going to be like, dude, accept my collab.
I've been trying to get this fucker to let me work with him for
I've been doing it though at my pace, and I think it's working, man.
Sure, dude.
Slow and steady wins the race,
what's
man.
the name of the sloth from fucking Zootopia?
But I think that's a perfect segue to kind of our fun topics. I think we covered a little bit about who you are, what you do, scratching the surface of what you do. I think it's a lot deeper than that, and we might have to have you back for another episode. And we talked about what him and I are up to, but let's talk about you on the surface level. Where are you currently living at right now?
Meridian.
Okay, so you live in Meridian. What part of Meridian? Like 10 Mile, Eagle Road, or
10 Mile Chinden.
Okay.
Like, you know where
by the Costco?
Where the new Costco is? Well, new-ish Costco.
New-ish, right? Yeah. So since you're a Meridian local, what are some of your favorite spots? Give me 3 that you love going to. It doesn't have to be just in Meridian. It can be the Treasure Valley, because he's from Nampa. I give him a lot of crap from that. And then I'm from Meridian. I'm on your opposite end.
I'm from Caldwell. That's where I spent most of my growing up.
I'm from 10 Mile.
Shout out Nampa. These fools don't know, bro. Shout out Nampa.
I'm South 10 Mile, so I'm opposite of you. So I always
on the other side of the freeway?
Exactly. I like to hear everybody's thoughts that comes on here. Like, give me your 3 go-tos. Go.
Well, do you want like consistently we eat there all the time type of go-tos, or like some of the best spots that we've eaten that are rare occasions?
Let me
mix it up.
Let me tie in my prompt a little bit. I want you to tell me your 3 spots you would take somebody that's visiting for the first time.
Okay, one of them's kind of a romantic spot, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
I'm going to butcher the shit out of this, but it's Flora de something. It's off of State. So, like, if you go up Linder, past the temple, and then you get to State and you turn right, it's an old church.
Okay.
And it's this super, like, ritzy, small French restaurant, but they have a fucking live crooner there.
Cool.
And
a live what?
Crooner.
Patrick doesn't know.
I don't know what that is.
You know Michael Bublé?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Okay, a singer. Okay.
So Michael Bublé is a crooner.
A crooner, yeah, a singer.
That type of vocalist.
Yeah,
like
I got
Frank
you.
Sinatra style, like...
That's cool, though. There's French cuisine.
It's French
cuisine.
What
type of cuisine? Like, what are they serving? When you gonna go get there, get duck?
I mean, they do serve duck.
Quack, quack.
They serve quail, like, but they also have, like, pastas and, like, your... Like, they have Alfredo, and they have, like, a big-ass meatball with spaghetti. And some of the best butter and bread, by the way, and I'm a sucker for butter and bread. But it's small. They only have, like, 8 tables. And they're, like,
so
small circle top. It's an intimate spot. But they also do, like, you can host events there, and they'll have music. Super cool fucking place.
Cool. I'll have to check that one out.
For just, like, casual... the tavern at Eagle's pretty cool.
Cool.
They've got a nice little bar. They've got good food. It's all farm to table kitchen. So
We've gone there, right? Haven't we been there together?
We've been there, yeah.
Yeah, we went
What's
with the
your
girls
go-to?
one time.
Yeah.
What do you guys get?
And that place is pretty cool.
I don't remember, man. I've been one time.
They have a killer chicken sandwich.
Okay, there we go. For the viewers, that's maybe what.
It's good beer. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Well,
they've
beer's
got a
good
little
anywhere,
bar.
right? Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're not cold, bro. As long as it's cold.
Well, this
Serve
one
it in
was
a
not-
cold
this
glass,
one-
yeah.
This one's good. But what was your third spot? Man, you can think about it. I'll give you 10 seconds.
Some tacos.
I mean,
One,
any
two,
good tacos,
three,
but Meridian
four,
doesn't
five.
have a taqueria.
There's
There's a few. There's
There's one in Boise.
There's
I
a
don't know
few
of
in
a
Meridian.
single one in Meridian.
Let me put
the
you
homies
on.
that own El Tanampa. They're right down the road from you. What's that place called? Oh man, I can't remember. what it's called now.
Tacos El Semáforo just opened actually on I think it's Fairview, right by the.
El Semáforo. They have another place over that way.
Not El Semáforo.
Like where? Fairview Eagle?
No, I'm sorry. There's another one. Okay, Street Tacos La Cruz on 10 Mile on my side of 10 Mile. They're solid taco truck.
But this side of 10 Mile.
This side.
South side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got nothing north side in
You
Tony.
have so many restaurants.
We have a
around
ton
there,
of
though.
yeah, but we're talking about street tacos.
Yeah.
They have.
We have no
Mex-
street tacos there.
Yeah.
In North Meridian. Well, we do have quite a few really good Mexican restaurants.
They do, yeah.
But they're closer to Eagle. So like if you want a good like little Mexican spot, it's not Pollo Loco. It's
Gallo Giro.
yeah, the Callejero off of Fairview.
Yeah,
They do.
They're actually putting up Pollo Loco in Nampa though. Sorry to interrupt.
They do.
They're low key. I would encourage you to check out Mesley. It's just down the street from you.
Nah, it's literally like before we get to the road from our house.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Not great.
No.
They're the owners of El Tanampa. I've never been, to be fair.
That place is not great. Maybe it's because we went when they first opened.
Yeah.
They didn't have their shit together, but
Yeah.
they haven't gone back
Okay,
since.
that's fair. That's fair.
But this place, like they do Loteria nights every Thursday. Like it's a cool joint. And
I
they're
like
pretty good. If you want like white people inspired Mexican food,
He's like tin roof tacos.
no, like Pueblo Lindo on Eagles, pretty decent.
Right on. I haven't been there.
If you take me to 10 Roof Tacos, bro, that's the first and only date. I'm not going out with you again.
I made a TikTok like ranking my favorite taco spots. I put that in the.
And everybody put 10 Roof Tacos.
No, people were like, "Why is Tin Roof on here? This is a disgrace." And I was like, "This is for jokes, bro." Chill.
Like anytime we want like legit tacos, we usually just hit up Pantera.
Go to
and
Caldwell or
cook
Nampa.
them.
Yeah.
Get to meet, dude.
Or hit up Tacos El Rey in Caldwell.
Anytime you want to go.
Dude, you know what's crazy is through making this hyper local content, I have been invited out to go eat at some of these places. So Tacos del Rey, a lot of their family members commented on the videos we posted and were like, "Come out to eat, come out to eat."
And the best Tacos El Rey is in Caldwell, bro.
It is.
Like, there's a good one in
Like,
Nampa.
right-
There's a
like
good one.
right
There's a
up-
good one in
right near
Boise.
They serve alcohol there too, right?
They serve beer. They don't serve alcohol necessarily. They serve beer. But
Okay, I've
but
been there,
Tacos
man,
El
it's
Rey, that's the spot.
The one
bro.
like right before Simplot, like right near the old Arch,
Mm-hmm.
like what used to be Arch Automotive that I think is now a police station.
Yep.
The fire
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, right by the tortilleria.
Yeah.
Right there. Oh my lord, bro. I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
Shoot, we'll have to all go there one day.
But that's good. I mean, we got basically every fast food joint you can fucking think of.
We gotta wrap it up.
North
We do.
Meridian.
But we really do. But I think this was a great start to maybe a potential future episode to dive deeper into your knowledge of marketing, because marketing isn't just posting videos. It's a deep, deep, deep thing you can get into. So thanks for being on as a guest. And Patrick, would you
Appreciate
have
you,
any last
bro.
words?
I got you.
Nah, man. I thought it was a really good episode.
Do the outro. Do the outro.
Do the outro. I thought this was way better than last week's episode. You guys are going to see some clips because Bryce is going to take it.
I'm still gonna post.
He's still going to take it. He's
Yeah.
going to post some stuff, but
I
it was not as good as today. Today was a really good content day. I thought that we nailed this one on the head, so I'm ready to get it on to the next one.
Yeah, I would agree with some of your
Dude,
thoughts. I
fucking tape the thing in your hand. At this
I
point.
keep fiddling with the pen. Just to recap what Patrick said, I totally agree. Episode 2 with you, part 2, was so much better, and I think we're excited for the next one.
Hell yeah.
All right, peace out.
Peace out.
Later.